Welcome to the 12th meeting of the LIQ Commission. We will start with the first item on the agenda. The chair is open to a motion.
Yes, the commission may go ahead and.
The agenda item 1 is to discuss the status of the Liquor Commission composition from October through December 2023.
Yes, Chair, I'll make a motion to go into an executive session to consult with the board's attorney on questions and issues on a matter pertaining to the board's powers, duties, privileges, and immunities and liabilities. Second.
Okay, it's been moved and seconded. We are in the executive session. Nope. Are there any objections or reservations? Seeing none, I also vote aye. We're in executive session. Oh, okay. All right, thank you. We're back on the record. We had a discussion on the transitional time as we have additional commissioners coming to join the commission. Chair Buckley, do you want to?
Yes, thank you, Commissioner Hong. I had a few comments. As most of you have probably seen, we've had 3 commissioners for most of this year. That has been due to the fact that some commissioners have resigned and we have been looking for additional commissioners to join this commission. To that end, the mayor's office has been diligent in their search, and they have been successful in finding several very good quality candidates. So those candidates are now going through the confirmation process. So by the end of this year, we should be back up to a full commission of 5, which will be good news for everyone, so that we won't have some of the quorum issues we've been having this year. So that's very good news. There's also been news, rumors, and then news, public news that I've decided to resign. The news coverage was, I'll say, factually inaccurate, whether intentionally or unintentionally. So I wanted to just take a moment to clear the record and put some comments down of my own for the public record. I did have some conversations with the managing director's office and the mayor's office. This was a few months ago, about the potential of myself resigning from the commission. There were 2 reasons for that. The primary reason was that I've found more challenging than expected the difficulty of balancing private practice with my functions and duties as a commissioner. There's a lot of overlap in my private practice representing clients that are in the industry. There's also a lot of time, of course, involved with the commission. And through discussing this with the mayor's office and with the managing director's office, we found that it would probably be appropriate for me to step down at the appropriate time. The second reason was due to health reasons and anticipated travel for treatment for various health reasons. So that was also something that was discussed and something that we thought would be appropriate, given the fact that obviously as a commissioner, you need to be here and present for meetings, and anticipated travel might complicate that. So those were the 2 reasons for my resignation, my potential resignation. They were the only 2 reasons. Anything else is just purely speculation on the part of the media. With that, we discussed what an appropriate and smooth transition would look like. And I gave the mayor's office and the managing director's office as much time as they needed to find a quality candidate and to ensure that the commission would not be left short-staffed or short-handed with my resignation. So because of that, I haven't formally resigned yet. I will do so when the proper candidate is selected and confirmed. But I understand that the mayor's office was especially diligent and successful in finding commissioners, and they found not only the 2 commissioners to fill the seats that are vacant, but also a 3rd commissioner that would replace me. So the anticipated timeframe for all of this would be by the end of the year. So I just wanted to make those records or those comments on the record to clarify and make sure that everyone has a full understanding of what's going on with our commission. Commissioners, do you have any other comments or questions regarding this agenda?
And in the spirit of Commissioner Buckley leaving, we're rotating different roles that we play on the commission, which is why I'll be chairing today. Yes. All right. Calling agenda item number 2, transfer application number 23-01552.
Good afternoon, Chair, members of the Commission. Greg Nishio with authorized agent appearing on behalf of the applicant. At this point in time, we are going to withdraw the application.
All right. Okay, so the application is withdrawn and there's nothing else for let's put into the record. Nope.
Sometimes you guys vote on the withdrawal, accepting the withdrawal,
Okay.
but I don't think it's necessary. You don't have to go on.
I can send motion to withdraw transfer application 23-01552.
Second.
Okay, there's been a motion and a second. Are there any nays or with reservations? Seeing none, I also vote aye. The motion's carried.
Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, calling agenda item number 3, transfer application number 23-01657.
Thank you, Mr. Chair, Commissioners. That was interesting. David
Yeah.
Nicoba, representing Chocolate Hawaii. To my right is Mr. Brendan Mercado, MERCADO. He is the GM for Kamaki Shokudo.
All right. Mr. Goggs, do you have comments for the public hearing?
Thank you, Chair.
Uh,
This application has received 0 written protests, 0 letters in support. Applicant has met statutory requirements for the submission of this application.
hey, is there anyone in the audience who would like to testify either for or against this application? Seeing and hearing none, commissioners, are there any comments? Questions?
There's only the 1 2-door entrance, yeah, Mr. Nicoba?
Yes, I believe so.
Okay. Another question. Motion to approve transfer application number 23-01657. Second.
It's been moved and seconded to approve transfer application number 23-01657. Any nays or with reservations? Seeing none, I also vote aye. Motion carried. Application is approved.
Thank you very much.
Calling agenda item number 4, application number 23-00410. Red Elephant Thai Cuisine. Yes.
I'll just put on the record that this application has received 1 written protest, 0 letters in support. Applicant has met statutory requirements for the submission of this application.
Mr. Gog.
Chair, Vice Chair, members of the Commission, Emmanuel Zibakav, I'm here on behalf of Red Elephant Thai Cuisine LLC. To my right is Somporn Foley, spelled SOMPORN, space FOLEY. We can answer any questions you may have.
So Mr. Zibakalam, you guys have you guys seen the written protest?
Yes, we reviewed the protest. I took a look at the space in which the individuals reside. It is a good distance, approximately 500 feet from the establishment. For the reasons mentioned in the protest, respectfully, I would say that this establishment has been operating as a restaurant for many years. It previously had a liquor license. Additionally, we're not looking to do any live, loud music outside into the late hours of the night. So I don't expect there to be any noise problems moving forward.
Yeah, I know, and I read it was talking about music, right? And then I didn't really see in your stuff where you're looking to do music, because there's no outdoor seating either, right?
There is a small outdoor patio in which the music, is provided in that space. That being said, I don't see it being any different than any of the previous tenants that have been there. We've been operating under temporary licenses and haven't received, to my knowledge, any noise complaints from the surrounding areas.
My only comment would be that if, as we move forward, right, if this gets passed, please make sure that your client knows every swap, and let's take a reading if we can, just in case we have some complaints, some way, shape or form, because you never know, right? We just want to make sure there's, not that loud booming things or echoing stuff later in the evening. Okay.
Of course, we'll do.
I have no other questions. Motion to approve application number 23-00410.
Second.
It's been moved and seconded to approve application number 23-00410. Any nays or reservations? Seeing none, I also vote aye. The motion is carried. The application is approved.
Thank you, Commissioner.
Okay. Calling special license applications, application number 23-00464 from Island Socials LLC.
Good evening.
Hello.
My name is Alicia Mantelis of Island Socials, TELLES.
Good afternoon, Commissioners. Jamie Souza on behalf of Island Social. Um. Yeah, nothing to put on the record in this
Thank
point.
you. Okay, do you have any corrections or additions to the investigative report?
We have a revised beer garden area.
Oh, okay. Just on that.
Thank you. We do have that, and that will be part of the record. Thank you.
Question, so on your prior floor plan, right, you had put out some specific sizes in regards to the area you're going to have cordoned off. So is the plan to cordon off the same way as you have had it in your prior?
So this one will be 24 feet by 32 feet.
Okay. Okay. And can you let me explain to me your security to the people in and out of your beer garden, and how many people are you looking to have in the beer garden at one time?
Yep, so we have one entrance where we're gonna have one security guard checking IDs and wristbanding as people come in. As far as the amount of people coming in per time, I think the maximum we have is like 25.
Okay.
Yeah. We could fit about 50, but generally we have around 25.
Okay.
We're also adding police security to control the area.
Okay, so between 25 and maybe 50 will fit in the beer garden space. And then so because obviously you only can have a limited number, right? Are you guys looking at a specific amount of time in which you are going to leave people or allow people to be in your beer garden, or is it as long as they want to stay?
Probably specific time, because we also have the bartenders limit how many drinks someone gets throughout the afternoon.
Okay.
So once they hit, that 2 to 3 drinks in that hour range, then they're done.
Okay.
And then everyone will be out of the beer garden at 9 o'clock.
Okay. I have no other questions. Motion to approve application number 24-00464.
Second.
It's been moved and seconded to approve application number 24-00464. Any nays or reservations? Seeing none, I also vote aye. The motion is carried. The application is approved. Thank you. Calling applications number 24-00474-1 through 24-00474-20 from Yari Kuri Sushi.
Yes. Good afternoon, Chair. Commissioners, Devin Koba representing Yarikuri Sushi, DBA Kan Sushi. We did have one correction that needed to be made on the address. It has 1910 Ala Moana Boulevard, number 1. It actually needs to be number 2.
All right, commissioners, any comments or questions?
This is just extending our specials because we're in the process of getting on.
So with the extension of the special, no issues have happened from any of the other prior ones, correct?
No, not at all. Actually, I had very good service lately. I haven't even got a chance to go in and eat yet.
That's good. Okay. I have no other questions. Motion to approve application number 24-00474-1 through 24-00474-20 inclusive.
It's been moved and seconded to approve application number 24-00474-1 through 24-00474-20 inclusive. Any nays or reservations? Seeing none, I also vote aye. The motion is carried. The application is approved. With the change to number 2.
Thank you.
Calling out of order application agenda item number 8. Application number 24-00481. -1 through 24-0048-20. Correct? Is that you?
Yes, I'm sorry.
Okay,
Pardon me. Sorry, thank you. I have like three at once, so.
okay, that's all right.
We're-
We're all new.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, yeah,
This
okay.
is the bad time to change the leadership. I'm like, I don't even know who I'm supposed to be looking at. Thank you, Chair and Commissioners. Devin Ikoba, representing Kayak Cafe. We have no corrections to the report. This again is also an extension of the specials as we get ready for the final.
Question I have is, so looking at the floor plan, is this like the upstairs?
Yes, it's the second floor. It's
Okay.
actually on the left. So Yarikuri is on the right and Kayak is on the left.
Okay,
Kayak is actually not even started service yet. We're, I believe, 2 weeks out still.
okay. Yeah, because I was looking at the floor plan, the one portion looked exactly like the other. like,
Yeah,
okay,
I know.
Gotta
could
be
be a
the
li- I
upstairs
know.
there.
It could be a little confusing.
Of that, okay. I have no questions. Motion to approve application number 24-00481-1 through 24-00481-20 inclusively.
Second.
It's been moved and seconded to approve application number 24-00481-1 through 24-00481-20 inclusive. Any nays or reservations? Seeing none, I also vote aye. Motion carry. Application is approved.
Thank you.
Okay, now calling agenda item number 17 out of order. One more time. Request number 24-00482 from Kayak Cafe.
Yes, thank you very much, Mr. Chair, Commissioners. Devin Ikoba representing Kayak Cafe. The reason we're asking for the movement of the dates is because we have not been opening since we got the specials. So basically, we're trying to reuse those days if possible.
No question. Motion to approve request number 24-00482.
It's been moved and seconded to approve request number 24-00482. Any nays or reservations? Seeing none, I also vote aye. The motion is carried. The request is approved.
Thank you very much. Thank you for
Thank you.
making those changes in the agenda.
No
Appreciate it.
problem. Okay, back to our regular order, calling agenda item number 7. Applications number 24-00475-1 to 24-00475-27 inclusive. Park Event Services LLC.
Thank you very much, Mr. Chair, Commissioners, Devin Ikoba, and also Emmanuel Zibakalam, Zibakalam, representing Park Events. We have no changes to the report.
Any questions?
Okay, so one question. You may have a change. Your original supplemental information report, January 18th, 2023. I think we've surpassed that end date.
Yes,
So you might need to
So,
change it to
sorry,
January
I'll-
18th.
you're right. but I
2024.
apologize. I've had too many to do today.
Okay,
Essentially, what happened was when we made the initial request, the Tuesdays were left in, which moved the date to December 31st. Once it was clarified that the Tuesdays were indeed had to be taken out, it changed the math. I actually had Mr. Zabakalam help me with that because I'm really terrible with math.
Okay.
But we had to add on the extra days. I apologize.
no, just, yes, we would want for, I guess, the record, right, to reflect
Yes.
that supplemental information, special catering license applications should start date October 1st, 2023, 3 p.m. and date and time January 18th, 2024 versus 2023.
Yes.
Okay,
I would
Thank
note for the record that application 24-00475-27 does say January 18, 2024. And there are some of the applications that do show the 2024 year.
Yeah, the just that additional supplemental report. Page 1, it just stated the wrong date, but other than that, it just to mirror the
Thank you.
report.
We appreciate you allowing us to clarify that. Thank you.
I have no questions. Motion to approve application number 24-00475-1 through 24-00475-27 inclusive.
Second.
It's been moved and seconded to approve application number 24-00475-1 to 24-00475-27 inclusive. Any nays or reservations? Seeing none, I also vote aye. The motion carried. The application is approved.
Thank you so much.
All right, thank you. Yeah. Okay, calling agenda item number 9, applications number 24-00483-1 to 24-00483 Village Events LLC.
Good afternoon, my name is Ann Dang, ANHDNG on behalf of Village Event LLC.
All right, do you have any corrections or additions to the investigative report?
No.
Commissioners, any comments or questions?
Motion to approve application number 24-00483-1 through 24-00483-4 inclusive.
Second.
It's been moved and seconded to approve application number 24-00483-1 to 24-00483-3 inclusive. Any nays or reservations? Seeing none, I also vote aye. The motion is carried. The application is approved.
Thank you.
Thank you. Calling application number 10. Application number 24-00540-1 through 24-00540-30 inclusive.
Good afternoon, Mr. Chair, members of the commission, Robert Uyo on behalf of Honolulu, present to my right, Mr. Todd Constantino, he's the Food and Beverage Director. First name TODD, last name CONSTANTINO. This time we have no changes in the investigative report.
Commissioners, any comments?
And to approve application number 24-00540-1 through 24-00540-30 inclusive.
Second.
It's been moved and seconded to approve applications number 24-00540-1 through 24-00540-30 inclusive. Any nays or reservations? Seeing none, I also vote aye. The motion is carried. The application is approved.
Thank you so much.
Thanks, Alan. Calling agenda preliminary hearings. Calling agenda item 11, transfer application number 22-24272 from My Restaurant Group, Inc.
May I recognize Wayne Luke as attorney and authorized agent for the applicant. We have no changes to the investigators report. They are on their second temporary license and so far no problems.
Commissioners, any comments?
I have no questions or comments. Motion to approve transfer application number 22-24272.
Second.
It's been moved and seconded to approve transfer application number 22-24272. Any ayes or reservations? Seeing none, I also vote aye. The motion is carried. The application is approved. Thank you. Okay, calling agenda item number 12, transfer application number 23-01966, Vita Living Corporation.
Good afternoon, Commissioners. Travis Kuwahara for the applicant, Vita Living Corporation. Present with me is Takeshi Nishimura. He is the president and owner of the applicant. We've reviewed the report. We have no changes. And for the record, the applicant has been operating on a temporary license with no problems.
Commissioners, any questions?
Motion to approve transfer application number 23-01966.
Second.
It's been moved and seconded to approve transfer application number 23-01966. Any nays or reservations? Seeing none, I also vote aye. The motion is carried. The application is approved.
Thank you.
Thank you. Calling agenda item number 13, application number 23-00874. Hangang Inc.
Good afternoon, Mr. Chair, members of the commission, Keith Kiyuchi for the applicant. Read the investigator's report. His correction on a typo in the personal history of Mr. Lim is correct. He previously operated Cho Gajip, not Cho Jajip. So his observation is correct. Other than that, we have no other comments. They've been operating under a special license for at least since the end of July, and they have not had any issues.
Motion to approve application number 23-00874.
Second.
It's been moved and seconded to approve application number 23-00874. And move this application to public hearing. Any nays or reservations? Seeing none, I also vote aye. The motion is carried. The application is approved.
Thank you.
All right, cater license applications, agenda number 14, application number 24-00524. So I need to make a disclosure that groups that I am associated with will be attending and having booths at the event. It will not affect my ability to make a fair and impartial judgment. And I do not have any financial interests that will be implied by your license.
Good afternoon, Commission. Justin Solusad appearing on behalf of Sodexo America. This is for the Pride event on the 21st October. Yeah. Just some add-ons for the investigative report. We will do the 6 to 8 plainclothes roamers. We hit that threshold and type of event. I know the application hours say 9 a.m. till 10 p.m., but the actual event time is doors are at 11 a.m. Event ends at 5 p.m. We just applied for in case there is an extension or whatever, but it's right now 11 to 5. Yeah, that's it.
The ticket sales are pretty up there.
So that one is it's a lot of walk up, right? Because it's coming
Okay.
from the parade. So
Okay.
we estimate like through the gates come about 6,500, but at any given time, it's 4,500 in the venue.
Okay.
They kind of just come through, do their thing, and then they leave and do after party, whatever it is.
Okay.
Yeah. So
I just wasn't sure if there
Yeah,
was
yeah,
a
yeah.
number of sales.
no, yeah, that one is
No
that was
worries.
a weird one.
You got it. Understood. Any other question? Motion to approve application number 24-00524.
Second.
Been moved and seconded to approve request number. Application number 24-00524. Any nays or reservations? Seeing none, I also vote aye. The motion is carried. The application is approved. Thank you. Calling agenda item number 15, application number 24-00525, Sodexo America LLC.
Good afternoon, Commission. Justin Solusad appearing on behalf of Sodexo America. This one is for the Cascade event. I know what type of event it is. Add-ons to that one. It is an 18 and over event. I know still under the age, but it's 18 and over, so there's no children. Current ticket sales right now is 2,002. Also, we'll have plainclothes roamers around there. Additions that we will add to the security plan will be we're limiting it to 1 drink per person per sale, so you can only carry 1 drink around the whole venue. That's to limit the passing and whatever it is, normally we do 2, just for you guys, so you guys know. We'll have water stations at this event for the type of event, and extra medics on site for that event.
Motion to approve application number 24-00525.
Second.
Been moved and seconded to approve application number 24-00525. Any nays or reservations? Seeing none, I also vote aye. The motion is carried. The application is approved. Thank you.
Thank you, Chairman.
Okay. Request calling agenda item number 16, request number 23-021-02015. TH Kahala LLC.
Good afternoon, Chair and Commissioners. My name is Zachary Diano. I'm counsel and authorized agent for TH Kahala LLC, doing business as the boardroom. To my right is Don Hunt, a co-owner of TH Kahala. We've reviewed the investigative report. The only thing I'd like to lift to the commission's attention is that the boardroom has been operating under a temporary license since December 2nd, 2022. That was renewed May 25th, 2023. There has been zero issues with respect to noise complaint, liquor license citation, HPD visits, and we're ready to answer any questions you have.
Commissioners, any questions?
So the extended space, is that gonna be used for outside seating?
Yes.
And with the additional space outside, what kind of barriers are you going to have?
Currently,
Delegate.
it's a fixed fence.
Fixed fence? Okay. And there's no way in right from there. You gotta go through your establishment to get in to the outside seating, correct?
Correct. There's only one entry.
Okay. Okay, I have no other questions. Motion to approve request number 23-02015.
Second.
It's been moved and seconded to approve request number 23-02015. Any nays or reservations? Seeing none, I also vote aye. The motion is carried. The request is approved. Thank you.
Thank you,
you.
Commissioners. Have a good evening.
Okay, other business, agenda item number 18, request number 24-00526.
Good afternoon, Mr. Chair, members of the commission, Keith Kiyuchi appearing for Mio Ciano. This is a waiver request on a temporary license. This is the old Outback Waikiki site. It's been vacant approximately since 2020, and I can attest to that because Ms. Opsiana's client was our competitor for the spot, so we lost that one. So there's been no interim tenant in the meantime. So we asked for the 5-day waiver.
Motion to approve request number 24-00526.
Second.
It's been moved and seconded to approve request number 24-00526. Any nays or reservations? Seeing none, I also vote aye. The motion is carried. The request is approved. Okay. Calling agenda item number 19, request number 24-00527.
Again, good afternoon, Mr. Chair, members of the commission, Keith Kiyuchi. On behalf of the applicant, Robert's Boy Showtime Inc. This is a request to waive the personal history and affidavit requirement, criminal history record clearance requirement for the 7 specified officers and directors. This is kind of an unusual situation. Roberts has, as I've indicated, at least 4 other licensed. They have interlocking directors for all of them. So there are personal history affidavits on file for all of them officers and directors. There are also criminal history clearance on file. And, with any waiver on a case-by-case basis, I filed this for Roberts because they have so many officers and directors, also because they're a relatively large company, reputable officers, directors, and they have other entities that hold licenses.
Mr. Kiuchi, all of the individuals that you have listed in your letter for request for waiver, are they all on record with the Liquor Commission in some of their
Yes.
application?
Yes, they are, and I can represent that none of them have had any criminal violations in the meantime.
And do you know when they submitted those applications?
The last one on file when I talked to Ms. Hirai was about 3.5 years ago. So it's relatively recent. Mr. Baltimore is, I think his might even be less because he just became CFO of Roberts about 2.5 years ago.
Motion to approve request number 24-00527.
Second.
Been moved and seconded to approve request number 24-00527. Any nays or reservations? Seeing none, I also vote aye. The motion is carried. The request is approved.
Thank you.
Calling agenda item number 20, request number 24-00565. Mr. Luke? Yeah. On behalf of TJW Investment Company. Sorry about that.
In the record, reflect Wayne Luke. On behalf of the request, for your information, my client will be operating her Fort Tanaka ramen at his premises. The prior owner was a Japanese restaurant, which closed last year.
Motion to approve request number 24-00565.
Second.
So moved and seconded to approve request number 24-00565. Any nays or reservations? Seeing none, I also vote aye. The motion is carried. The request is approved. Thank you.
Motion for adoption of plea, motion for acceptance of plea and adoption of decision and order for agenda item number 21.
Second.
Been moved and seconded to approve acceptance of plea and adoption of decisions and orders. Any nays or reservations? Seeing none, I also vote aye. The motion is carried.
The motion for adoption of decision and order for agenda items 22 through 26 inclusively.
Second.
Been moved and seconded to approve the decisions and order. Any nays or reservations? Seeing none, I also vote aye. Motion is carried.
Sorry, I didn't read farther down, but I
Yeah.
could have went all of them. Sorry.
Just do another motion.
Escape.
All right.
And for adoption of decision order for agenda item number 27 through 28 inclusively.
Second.
It's been moved and seconded to approve decision and orders, agenda item number 27 and 28. Are there any nays or reservations? Seeing none, I also vote aye. The motion is carried. The decision is accepted. Adjudication hearings, agenda item number 29. Oh, please, sorry.
Hi, good evening. Hi, my name is Julia Midorikawa. I'm a representative from Ada Joy.
Hold on just a second.
Good
Mr.
afternoon,
Nelson,
Commissioner. Tom Sampson, Deputy Corporation Counsel on behalf of the City and County of Honolulu.
Thank you. Maybe you should do this one.
Okay.
It'll go smoother.
Calling agenda item number 29, LCB 2023-0104, Japanese restaurant Aki Sushi. Aki, please get your name for the record.
Hi, my name is Julia Midorikawa. I'm here as a representative and English translator. We have here Mr. Shoichi Kosaka, manager from the restaurant.
Mr. Knopsinger, can you please read the charge?
On or about February 14, 2022, in the City and County of Honolulu, State of Hawaii, licensee made physical alterations within its licensed premises. To wit, access to proposed extension of premises area without the prior written approval of the Liquor Commission in violation of Rule 3-83-62 subsection A of the Rules of the Liquor Commission of the City and County of Honolulu.
Miss Morikawa? Midorikawa, how would your client or the manager like to plead?
Or we're-
Accept the charge? Deny
We're
the
pleading
charge?
no contest with explanation.
Can I just interrupt for a second? You're interpreting.
Yeah,
Does your client understand the charge that
Yes.
was read? Okay, and you explained it to him or he's read it, and you will represent that he understands the charge.
yes.
Okay.
Sorry.
That's okay.
So you're pleading no
No
contest,
contest
all right.
with explanation.
Motion to accept the plea.
Second.
It's been moved and seconded to accept, please. Oh,
Am I allowed to second since I called the item?
or I'll second, and then we'll go. Let's try that one more time.
Motion to accept the plea.
Second.
Then a motion to second, any objections or reservations? Hearing and seeing none, I also vote aye. The motion carries. The please accept.
Mr. Nafziger, your recommendation for agenda item number 29.
This is licensee's first violation. The recommended fine is $500.
Sorry, I'm gonna botch the name up. I know Midori Kawa. Your explanations.
Owner / company was unaware that we needed approval prior to starting construction.
Okay. So you guys had so I guess a couple questions. You had the floor plan, you decided to alter it.
Correct.
And then after you altered it, someone came and cited you for not notifying us.
Correct.
Okay. So currently, as of right now, we have the correct floor plan on file for the restaurant or the establishment.
Yes.
Okay. All right, so my comment is going to be, we need to make sure that, your client is a licensee. They need to make sure they understand the rules before they start doing things, because obviously if something is different, right, and we don't know about it, these things can happen, okay? My motion is going to be to issue a letter of reprimand for agenda item number 29.
Second.
Then a motion and second, any objections or reservations? Hearing and seeing none, I also vote aye. The motion carries. A letter of reprimand will be issued for agenda item number 29. Thank you very much. Thank you. Calling agenda item number 30, LCB 2-0128, PC Associates LLC, DBA Club Hot Ash.
Good afternoon again, Mr. Chair, members of the commission, Keith Kyuchi for the licensee. We've already pled no contest to charge 1. As to charges 2 and 3, I'm going to ask it be continued. The only person that can testify to that is not the owner, but the dancer who's involved, and she is out of town till the 29th. So I talked to Mr. Nafziger, and the 12th is available. And I would ask to be moved to the 12th.
Just to clarify, she's out of town until September 29th, and you're
Correct.
asking for October 12th.
Yeah. So, correct.
And we have no objections.
There's any comments on the continuance?
You can be remote. Huh?
Yeah, I'm gonna be
Are you gonna be okay with that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, agenda item number 30 is continued to the October 12th calendar date.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, no.
I will continue.
No,
I will continue.
that was a quick no.
I will continue with the gavel for the remainder of the year and calling other business agenda item number 31, liquor administrative matters. We have Mr. I and Mr. Katilos. I have nothing further. Okay. Mr. Katilos is walking forward. Good afternoon.
Good evening, Mr. Chair. Sal Patilos, almost a director. Sal Patilos, Administrator of the Liquor Commission. I just want to inform you that I've met with most of the city council. I've met with Chairman Waters, Council Member Say, Council Member Kia Aina, Council Member Cordero, Council Member DeSantis Tam, Council Member Tulba, Council Member Okimoto, and Council Member Wyatt. I think the interesting thing is that Council Member DeSantis Tam said that he would invite me to some community chambers of commerce meetings so that some of this community could speak to me about their concerns with about the Liquor Commission, which I readily accepted because I think what's one of the things that I need to do is outreach with the community. And it's best if it's done in groups as opposed to individually. In terms of development as well, Executive Assistant Matsumoto and I went to meet with Deputy Managing Director of the City of Honolulu, as well as Wei Chen, to discuss our progress in terms of the recommendations made in the systems review. I think that went pretty well. I think the main concern, of course, has been policies and procedures. And I think the important thing about that is that the Special Assistant Matsumoto has taken the lead on that particular item and has scheduled meetings with all the sections of the agency, and in fact created a schedule. And hopefully by which time, hopefully by late November, we'll be able to have second drafts and be able to review policies, hopefully for implementation by the end of the year. Hopefully. Another thing as well, so we were able to meet with let me backtrack. I think another important development is the fact that our special contract, our project contractor will be meeting with our vendor to discuss enhancements that have to be developed to implement the recommendations about technology for the enforcement group. That's going to happen in next week. And hopefully by then we'll be able to see what the parameters are going to be like with that project. And I would dare say that I'll make sure that he also gets in touch with Commissioner Hong and Hollinger because of their involvement in that particular aspect of the recommendation. And more importantly, I think is that from our perspective, I know that I approved the initial request to encumber funds for the project. It's essential that we do that so we can actually spend the money that's budgeted for it. Finally, I think that I had a very fruitful meeting with the Department of Human Resources. I think they made some recommendations about how we can broaden the pool of possible candidates for the enforcement sections. For example, they suggested perhaps a trainee position, just like most of the other islands have. And so we're exploring that, possibly doing that. Additionally, we have been reaching out to other entities to inquire about internships. Hopefully that will generate some interest as well. And the unfortunate thing is that it seems as though my easy fixes aren't going to happen. There are certain barriers to the things that we thought about, maybe hiring above minimum. The fact that there are people in those positions now kind of makes that difficult. There's no mechanism to deal with the fact that those individuals have been there for a while. They're bringing people in who may be earning more than them. It's something that they're trying to work out with the unions, but it's something that will take some time. That said, they did inform me of the fact that the agency did undergo an attempt to reorganize the field services section, and we're going to discuss that further and what that would look like. The benefit of the reorganization, I think, is that one, it provides support mobility in terms of the enforcement section, and also provides some additional resources for licensing in terms of so that we can address some of the backlog that they have as well. And also trying to make sure that we have the necessary employees to move through the system as whole. And with that, I'll just say, if you have any questions, I'm happy to answer them.
Any commissioners? I would just note that I do appreciate the community outreach in your efforts in reaching out to the city council members and then to other members of the public. I think that will go a long way to helping the public understand the efforts that we're making towards the reform measures that we've discussed and Wei Chen is recommending. So thank you.
It's an aspect of the job they're going to do.
Yeah. With that, we are